Let's talk about snap counts because it was an interesting day yesterday. Zach Moss had 67% of the snap count, even though as we saw yesterday, Chase Brown was the guy who really showed yesterday and has shown every week now. He is our RB1. Like, I love Zach Moss. He's better in pass blocking, and that's why he gets more play time, because he is an amazing pass blocker. Chase Brown, obviously, still young, still developing, still learning, but Chase Brown, man, he is so explosive. The second he touches that football, he's gone. He is one of the best, if not the best running back on our team. Or I guess I would say one of the best running backs. I'm going to go as far as say in our division. And Nick Chubb is hurt. So I'm going to exclude Nick Chubb. He is one of the best running backs in our division. I think at his best, I'm going to go as far as say he's better than Derrick Henry right now. Based on, again, when he does get snaps. Like, Derrick Henry gets way more snap counts, way more attempts. Okay, I'm not going to go that far. I'm going to, like, right now. I think in the future he will be. But I think right now, I'm going to say number 2 behind Derrick Henry. Let me not go that far. Anyway, though, I love Chase Brown. I really do. And I'm very excited to see how he develops. Anyway, though, Charlie Jones yesterday, 5 snaps. Jermaine Burton, 1 snap. It's the age-old fight of we rather use Charlie Jones than Chase Brown in any capacity. And not Chase, I keep saying Chase, but I mean Jermaine Burton. Jermaine Burton in any capacity. I don't know why. It makes no sense at all. For whatever reason. I mean, if we're going to not utilize Jermaine Burton, we're going to use Charlie Jones more on offense. Why not just simply then make him your kick or punt returner, right? Just make Jermaine Burton your kick or punt returner if you're not going to utilize him on offense. I don't get why you wouldn't. I mean, literally, Jermaine Burton is very explosive. He can catch the football. He can run after catch. I mean, why not make him kick and punt returner? Clearly, the guy who isn't that good at kick and punt returner is Charlie Jones. So why not utilize Jermaine Burton in that category? I mean, you're really just wasting him by not utilizing him a kick and punt returner. Tight end snap count. Tanner Hudson did not play. He was inactive. Nice to see that Mike Gesicki had 43% of the snap count. But Eric All is continuing every single week now to get more and more snaps, it seems like. And he is really our tight end 1. Mainly because he can get utilized in run protection, pass protection, and he can also be a receiver. He's pretty much a more mobilized version of Drew Sample. And it's working out so well because of that. For our snap count for our defensive linemen, Jay had 20 snaps, which is obviously only 14 for BJ Hill. The reason why is because BJ Hill is coming off injury, so he wasn't a limited snap count. 45 snaps for Chris Jenkins. The Lawrence guy had 28 snaps. And yeah. Other defensive line snap counts. 51 snaps for Sam Hubbard, 47 for Trey Hendrickson, 31 for Joseph Asai, 34 for Miles Murphy. For our linebackers, Logan Wilson led the charge with 100% snap count, then 76 for Jermaine Burton, 20 for Keaton Davis-Gaither, and two snaps for Joe Bacci. And we had a career high of 4 snaps for Moma Jungmita. Which love to see him out there. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. And no, it is not the fact that Josh Newton had a second career high of 11 snaps. Jalen Davis playing 33 snaps, but mainly it being Dax Hill before injury and obviously Cam Taylor-Britt. It's the fact that even though we had a lot of injury and a lot of problems, all we got was 8 snaps from Jordan Battle. We lost Dax Hill. We had no Mike Hilton. We still only utilized Jordan Battle 8 times. Now, I will say to their defense, and I think there is a defense they have, is that once the game got to a point where it was a very pass-heavy game, at the very end when we were up by 10 points, it got to a point where, okay, this is, you know, they're not going to run the ball, right? And they weren't running the ball. I mean, Derrick Henry did not play most of the second half, and it was all just pass. When it is pass, Jordan Battle is not at his best. Jordan Battle is more of a run support safety. He's more of a tackler guy. He's more of a guy you put in the box. And when they started to go more to a pass-heavy front, I do understand the concept of not using Jordan Battle. We saw that he did get beat by Mark Andrews on that one play, and he outmossed Jordan Battle. And that's because Jordan Battle is not the best in coverage. He's also not the fastest safety out there. I think he runs a 4.55, which is right around average of what strong safeties run. But when you're going against a team like, again, the Ravens, who have really fast wide receivers and very fast tight ends, it's hard to justify having him out there as much. I think he should still be utilized in a rotation period, and I think if you put him in to utilize him in the right way, he could still be very successful. I am not justifying 8 snaps. I think 8 snaps is disgusting, and I think 8 snaps is awful. I think, though, that I would not, you know, sit here and I could not be honest and tell you I think he should play 76 snaps, which is, you know, how many snaps did we have yesterday? Logan Wilson had 78 snaps. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Jordan Battle should play 78 snaps yesterday. I don't think he should. With the way the game flow was going, the way the game was structured, I think that, realistically speaking, Jordan Battle should have played roughly around 20 to 25% of the snap count. And I think that would have been a smarter idea. That means you're utilizing him in different rotations, you're making adjustments, and you're utilizing him in a way that's going to help you out to win this game. I think 8 or 10% of the snap count is disgusting. I think that is a complete misuse of Jordan Battle again and again and again. We're in week 5 here. We're saying the same issues that we said in week 1. And that's why this defense has not gotten better in any capacity. Because every single week we say the same issues, and the same issues are keep happening, and they're not getting fixed. Again, like I said, you know, to be in week 5 and see him at 10% snap count is disgusting with all the injuries we had. Again, like I said, I think 25% was a more fair number of what he should have gotten in this game. But again, like I said, you know, it's the age-old front office, Lou Anarumo not getting the job done, not, you know, correctly utilizing this man as much as he should be. Now, again, like I said, there are limitations, and I do realize that with Jordan Battle. The more we're looking into him, the more we're realizing him. There are some limitations to him, but that's the thing, though. When you have limitations to players, usually what it means, if they have certain limitations, it means they're really good at other things and not good at certain things, right? But you have to utilize them to their best ability. You have to utilize their best things about them to help you out to win. And that's something that we're not doing. We moved Dax Hill from safety to corner because we said, hey, listen, Dax is really good in coverage. He's not the best tackler, but he's a really good coverage guy. So what did we do? We moved him to cornerback. You know, that's stuff that you have to do to be a successful team. You realize what's the best thing about a player, what are they best at, what makes them, and then you utilize that when you go through. And we're not doing that with Jordan Battle. We're doing it with Dax Hill. Now, we did hear recently that the reason why is because Jordan Battle, there's a personal issue between him and Lou Anarumo, and there's an off the field, like not on, you know, the football field, but on the practice field, there's an issue there with Lou Anarumo, and that's why he's not getting practice time. So he's not getting game time. So it is what it is. Again, that's the problem with Lou. And, you know, again, I think we're consistently finding the same issue. You know, they say if you look at a million different problems and there's the same exact issue keeps coming up in a million different problems, even when they're completely different in every capacity, if you find the same common issue, right, same common little issue, that's what we're finding right now. Same common issue. Lou Anarumo. And I love Lou. I do. I really do. But this seems to be a problem. It really does. Now, I'm not saying that Lou's going out there with the best of the best unit possible. No, we don't have, you know, Josh Hines Allen. We don't have Myles Garrett. We don't have TJ Watt. But sometimes you got to make, you know, lemons out of lemonade here, man. Sometimes you got to take what you can take and, you know, make your defense good. I'm not saying even, let's say you take Bill Belichick. Could Bill Belichick make this his best defense in the world or best defense in the league? And I think he's one of the best defense coordinators of all time. And the answer is no. I think right now we are probably should be ranked like 32nd defense. Honestly, we're the worst defense in the league. And Lou is taking us to a 32nd defense. I think if you brought in Bill Belichick and he took over our defense, I think at the best Bill Belichick could do is make our defense a top 5 defense. And I think at best he's top 5, maybe a top 10 defense. But that's acceptable. If you give Joe Burrow with how he's playing a top 10 defense, he's undefeated right now. If you give Joe Burrow with how he's playing a top 10 defense, he's a Super Bowl champion. And that's just the fact of the matter is. You have to make the most out of what you have. And I think that's something that Lou's not doing right now with the unit we have in front of him. And I'm not putting the whole blame on Lou because he has dealt with a lot of injuries on the defensive line. I mean, for Pete's sake, like we're looking at the snap count right now. Zachary, Carter, and Jay, they were our starting D-tackle 1 and 2 for most of the season so far. And that's not easy as a defense coordinator to try to work with that. But the fact is, you have to figure things out then. Maybe talk to Zach, talk to Duke, figure out maybe a trade. Go out there, be vocal. Say, hey, listen, we need to go sign somebody. We need to go trade for somebody. You know, you got to figure something out here. And Lou, being a great defense coordinator, being in the defense coordinator for the last 5 years, he does have connections. He really does. And I know you might say, well, you just said he's a great defense coordinator, but yet you're bashing him. Because I know he can do better. I'm only going to bash Lou Anarumo because I know he can be better than this. I don't think he's making adjustments. I think he's being very stubborn and hard-headed, and I think he's keeping to his game plan and not adjusting throughout the game. My problem with Lou is I don't think Lou, the production he's putting out there, I don't think that is the best Lou can give us. That's my problem. There's a lot of defense coordinators out there where I can sit here and tell you 1,000% till the cows come home that they just suck. They suck. They don't know how to call defense. They don't know what they're doing. They can't do living crap. But I cannot tell you with my full heart here that I believe that about Lou. I believe Lou can do better. I believe Lou can figure things out. But I don't think he's willing to. That's my problem. I don't think it's a problem of Lou as in his ability. I think it's his stubbornness, his keeping to the game plan, and not making adjustments throughout the game. That's my problem with Lou right now. And I still think he's a great defense coordinator. But I think he is one stubborn mother fluffer. And I think that's his issue. He has a game plan, and he refuses to change. He refuses to admit his game plan's not working, and he has to make adjustments on the fly. And the thing is, in order to win a championship, you have to be able to make adjustments. You have to be able to change. You have to realize there's a problem and change around the problem. That's the problem with Lou right now. Peace out.